Hi everyone, are you planning a trip to Europe? Make sure that you avoid these scams and enjoy your trip with your friends and family. These scams are really common and can happen with anybody. So make sure that you listen to all of these till the end and beware of them. Number one is the bracelet scam that happens in the most touristy areas. People would approach you with bracelets and they would call them friendship bracelets and they would try to put them on your wrist. They would definitely mention that these bracelets are for free and they are just for friendship. But once they tie them on your wrist, they will ask you for money. And this can happen in very touristy areas like near Eiffel Tower or near the popular churches in the capital or crowded cities. Make sure that if anybody approaches you with these bracelets, you politely say no and proceed forward to enjoying your trip. Number two is the BlaBlaCar scam. Since BlaBlaCar app is used very popularly in most of the Europe, there are high scams that happen online on the BlaBlaCar app. On the app, when you're searching for a ride or a trip, people might approach you and say that they are also traveling in the same direction, but they might not be authentic. You might see that they are giving you some link to proceed with the payment and confirm the booking, but those links are not safe. I had almost lost my credit card details to some unknown person by entering these details onto an unsafe site. So make sure if you are booking any rides on BlaBlaCar app, you are not paying them on any links that fall outside of the app. The third one is the one in which people would come and drop some valuable items near you. For example, some gold ring, some diamond ring or some jewelry, and they would pretend to pick up and give it to you assuming that it's yours. They would then charge you for giving it for a discount when you say that it's not yours, and that's when they catch you. So make sure if you are approached by any such people, you politely walk away and not get into these scams. The fourth one is about the normal cabs that you might encounter in the city. I have lost money on this, so make sure to carefully listen to this one. There are metered cabs in different cities, but some of the cab drivers do not follow that, or they will ask you for extra money, which is an exorbitant amount of money by the time you reach your destination. By then, you have no choice but to pay them and move out of the cab. So make sure that you discuss the price that will be an approximate based on the distance that you're traveling and also the per kilometer charge, so that you transparently know what would be the charges by the time you reach your destination. The fifth one is the one that is more of a caution, which is about pickpockets. They are very common in metros, buses and other public transport and also other crowded areas. Make sure that you keep your valuables safe, maybe carry some cash in your socks or some other hidden place, and keep the least amount of precious items in your wallet. The sixth one is the petition scam. In some of the touristy cities, people might be carrying some paperwork related to some petitions and maybe ask you to come and sign and support some social cause. It might seem very harmless and noble, but you never know, it might be a group who might be wanting to see where your valuables are kept and then steal them as a group. So make sure that you do not reach out to them or stay at a safe distance when you are interacting with them. Imagine that you are wandering on the beaches and it's very crowded, but you want a picture with your family. Someone would come and approach you and say, hey, can I click a picture of your family? And you would love to have one. But just imagine losing your phone to that person. So never give your phone to unknown people, especially if they reach out to you and asking for taking a picture of you. You should always take care of your devices. Only give your phone to somebody that you might have interacted already with, or perhaps have some of your family members or friends click a picture of you. Let's come to the next one. It is always very difficult to understand the public transport and systems of a new city or a country that you're traveling to, and somebody might come and approach you when they see you in distress and want to help you with the tickets. But that can most probably be a scam. So make sure if you're looking for some tickets for a bus or for trains, if somebody is coming to you offering you help and giving you the tickets that they already have, they might be fake tickets and they might be just doing that for money. So always go to the trusted counters or to the trusted kiosks for your tickets, or book them online. I am left with the final two, and these two are the ones which I have almost been scammed with, so make sure that you listen to these carefully. Also, if you're enjoying my video, make sure that you like it, subscribe to my channel, and comment if you have come across any scams that I might have not covered in this video. The next one is not really a scam, but it is again more of a caution. There can be some ATMs which might charge a very high withdrawal fee, much more than your usual banks, and those are the ones that you should be super careful of. So whenever you are withdrawing money, make sure to check how much percentage of that cash will be kept by the bank, and only withdraw from the trusted bank ATM. For example, I was visiting one of the islands of Greece, and due to limited resources, of course, they charge a very high fee when you're withdrawing cash. I would have easily avoided that, and at such sources, it's always the best option to avoid withdrawing cash unless you are in a super dire need. The final one is the one that usually happens online, and it can be very common, and make sure that you be careful with this one. When you're searching for some conveyance from airport to the city, especially the transfers in cities like Paris, it can be very common when you go on Google and search for bus transfers from the airport to the main city. There can be some fake websites that can come up on the top in the Google research results, and they might seem very trustworthy because they mention the name of the airport and the city and even the bus stop, but they might be fake. So make sure that you do not end up paying money on such websites, and only go to the trusted websites. You have to be very cautious. Make sure that you check that it is the official airport website or the official transport company that is offering you those tickets. Else you can pay a little higher but get the tickets from the airport itself. I hope you got some value from all of these experiences that I shared with you, and I hope you will stay safe. I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.